today I would like to talk about bumcoholism.
Yes, what is it actually? What is bumcoholism?
Being addicted to bumming around.
Oh,
to
wow.
Not doing anything.
Oh, it sounds like a terrible disease. What is the cure?
Yes. What is the cure? I really don't know. And I'm trying to find the logic in this kind of disease. Because, like, people who spend their whole time, their whole day running around in the streets, running after people asking or demanding money, I really don't understand. Why don't they just look for a job?
Because then they wouldn't be able to bum around and ask for money.
Yes, well, then they would be able to earn more money. I mean,
that's true.
Even if they are, say, all right, they are narcissists. I mean, for them it makes no difference, like, say, whether they ask or demand for money, or if they do something productive and earn money. But let's look at it from their perspective. I mean, isn't it easier to just look for a job and then get a job and then work at the time one has to work and take a break at the time one is eligible to taking a break and eat a nice meal at the time one is eligible to eating a nice meal? I don't know, and I really don't understand. It is also not that they are shy to do it, because if they are shy, how come they run after people asking or demanding money?
And tell me, do you know any people like this who suffer from this disease who actually could work but prefer just to relax and kick back? And we don't talk about the poor unfortunate people who live on the street and suffer and they don't seem to be able to work, but actually people who are able to work.
Yes, I would like to, first of all, in Cape Town there are many privileged people who are privileged by BEE, and I mean Black Economic Empowerment and affirmative action and all these racist laws. And those privileged people, they bum around, and I don't understand why. I mean, suppose they don't have a home, so what must they do? What is the most logical thing to do? To look for a job and to earn money and get a home. It's easier than running around and asking for money or demanding money.
That's true. And do you know anyone here in Israel who bums around?
Well, I really don't understand. I mean, but you know, now I understand something. The Beit Din would kill anybody who does certain sins in front of witnesses at the time when they warn him not to do. So I never understood such a thing. Well, he seems to, sometimes you can see, opens many windows on Facebook, and all the windows are of a certain woman member of Knesset who is married, and he just sits around listening to her, and seems that he masturbates while listening to her.
Boy. Well, anyway, and what else, Av?
So now I understand. I mean, such a person is capable of doing it in front of witnesses when they warn him. So that I got. So now I got right the idea. In any case.
So you're not inciting. You're just saying why the Beit Din had this certain
yes, I mean,
penalty because
how could it happen?
Because they're people who don't change and have no shame in doing certain deeds.
Yes.
And this is why the Beit Din would do it in the past.
Well, I'm obviously not inciting any Beit Din to. I mean, there is no Beit Din who has the authority to do that. But in any case, what is called Channel 7, the religious Channel 7, has that face of that woman member of Knesset publicized all the time. You like that all the time. I mean, in different poses, and it really, I don't understand. If it is a religious channel, a religious newspaper, how come they publish her picture all the time?
So basically, what you're saying is this disease of bumcoholism.
Yes.
It's a type of a disease where one never gets a job.
Yes.
One just sits around all day doing nothing. And sometimes one does bad deeds without any shame. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
And because of that, you understand the Beit Din now it had this penalty in the past that it would warn someone, let's say, not to break Shabbat. Yes. And they would break Shabbat without any shame, and this is why the Beit Din had this penalty. That's all you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, good. So tell me, how is it in Poland?
Very nice. But I also wonder how that channel censors my replies, my comments when they write terrible things about Poland and about Russia and about I don't know who, and I reply logical replies, and they censor me. By the way, it has to be mentioned. Janusz Walus's uncle, I mean, he's the half-brother of his father, was Władysław Lenartowicz.
Yes, and?
Lenartowicz. He was a fighter pilot in the Second World War.
Oh.
He tried to go to England or to France when France was still not occupied and continue fighting. But he illegally crossed some line, which the Nazis made. Then he was one of the first prisoners in Auschwitz.
Wow.
People try to describe Janusz Walus as a fascist. It's not true. It's not true, really. He killed a terrorist. He's not it has nothing to do with fascism.
Yes, you're right.